Alright, so here's another video just to show what's going on. So once we've clipped, we are in this area. It's not in the corridor. We can go into the corridor, but then we can't come back, right? So the corridor is bad because it's very hard to reach that door. You need to hover up to be able to open it. So what we want to do instead is we want to go here and touch that loading zone on the side. But of course that's a little far away. We need to either use cheats to levitate or equip hover boots. So we can't do that until we cancel this text box, but just let's see how that would work. Okay, so if we, for example, back walk off here, whoops, we can reach the loading zone. If we walk forward, it's a little too far. If you roll, it's also a little too far, but if you have the perfect spot and you reach this very top of this here, then one roll is enough. So that's why we're getting into about this position. We're trying to have an angle that's perpendicular to, or like parallel with this corridor, so we can get the absolute maximum distance out of it. And if you get that perfect position, then one roll is enough. There's another problem, which is that the camera changes halfway through here, right? So that's why we want to hold it this way, where we're holding up, and then when the other camera takes over, when the other camera takes over, it's still up that we want to hold, because that camera is kind of looking at the door, not exactly, but around that angle. So if we do the setup, and we get in this position, let's see. Right. Okay, so we do the setup. The goal here is to get an angle, direction of 0. You can see the memory hacking software. We're trying to get the direction of 0 by doing first this, and then one ESS right. Oops. Damn it. Doing this. Okay, one ESS right, and then 180, and that puts us at, see, direction 0, perfectly 0. That's twice in a row that I got that. So it's, and you don't need to have that perfect, but and now another good thing about the starting position is that we're aligned with this spot, right? So we're gonna go off the highest spot. Now we want, I was saying we should put the shield through so you can see all the red parts. That's about here. You can see our Z value is 369. Now I was just eyeballing it. And the value needs to be between 366 and 373. So we're aiming for 369, something like that, plus minus 3. And now we got perfectly 369. So this is exactly what we want, but I mean even this would be fine. And and also this would also be fine, but that's why I'm saying all the red parts, which is here, and then you should be absolutely perfectly fine every time. And also that gives some leniency for the other alignments. Yeah, so when you have this distance, you know that it's gonna take exactly so many frames to wait. Let me just throw a bomb because they were messing up my memory hacking software. So now it should be fine. Let's get back to here. Yeah, something like that. And then what happens is one, two, three, lift, bring it down. That puts the warp timer at 15, which is great because we want it to be at 15 because it's gonna take from 15 to 79 to hit the door, and if we hit it at 79 then the wrong warp will work.